Good evening everyone, this is the first time video I will be doing in English for quite some time. So it's going to be funny to see how I stumble across some words. You can't see it right now, but it's summertime here in Denmark and I'm gonna tie a summer pattern for the night fishing that we do. And here it's important for me to stress that I'm not gonna make a very pretty fly for you guys, but I'm gonna make a very efficient fly which can be used in nighttime, and I'm gonna make it very dark because it makes a perfect silhouette, or better silhouette than if I mix a lot of colors, because black is really good for making that big silhouette towards the sky if you fish with a floating line, or at least do a very fast retrieve of the fly. And sometimes I even put on a bit of foam in order to make it float, and then it makes a very nice pattern, or at least track in the water surface, or the surface of the water. And this also helps the fish to find the fly. But this is probably gonna be fished like a streamer, and it's going to be a big visible, kind of a woolly bugger pattern, but it's not. It's just something that I make up in order to make a fly visible and somewhat easy to cast with. So basically I'm just gonna put on a bit of craft fur or bucktail for the tail. I could be bothering to make it tapered, but it's not that important. Maybe it's more important to say that it shouldn't be too long, because we want the fish to attack the fly and not the tail. But I'm gonna try to adjust it, but it's not that important. It's just going to be something somewhat like this. I hope that you can see it. I should have been wearing, like you can see now, I put my hands up, a white t-shirt for you guys. But I hope that it's sufficient enough. At least you will be able to see the finished result afterwards. I should do this in another shirt. And don't you suggest that I do it shirtless. You will regret that. Back to the tying, which is what I'm better at than making jokes. Okay, so for me, I might even pull this fly off in the evening or in the morning. So even though I'm not sure that there will be a lot of light in the water, I will still put in some flash in the tail, because if I want to use it like on a, you know, these dusky mornings where it's very dark, and if we're lucky a bit of wind, so the surface is more nervous, or at least small wave action, this fly will also be justified during this period of the day. So normally when I make a fly for sea trout fishing, I also put on a bit of weight, but I kind of removed the effect that we want on this fly. I'm just putting on a bit of bucktail here. I think it looks cool, and it also have some nice features when it's going through the water. Yeah, so now we have a sufficient tail. And I was saying that normally I would add a bit of weight, even though I fish with an intermediate line. But this fishing and this fly is going to be during the dark hours, and it's going to be higher in the water column. So I'm not gonna use any weight for this fly. I might add a bit of UV glue to attach some ice. This is probably more for me than for the fish, and maybe I should do one without ice now, just to see this summer if it works. Here I will attach the hackle just before I put on the dubbing. And the dubbing is not that important color wise. Of course you can make it black, you can make it purple, blue. As I said, this is going to be nighttime, so it's more the silhouette of the fly, the shape of the fly that the fish sees rather than the colors. And if you make it all black, it looks cool as well. So I will see if I can find some. Oh, that brought it. 2 seconds. Here it is. Okay, so I've attached the hackle. It's not something fancy, it's just a regular hackle, soft hackle, some sort. I have this black and blue colored dubbing. It's not something special, and if I attach a bit of black to it as well, then I like the mixture of the dark blue ice dubbing. So I think it will look great on this fly and still be a black fly. And I know from my last time video, I did it in Danish. It was the famous pattegrisen. It got a bit too talkative, if you know what I mean. I explained everything. I'm back again. Sorry for the delay. I hope that this doesn't make a bad introduction to the next part of the fly. I had to go up and help my kids and my wife with some dinner, so now you will see a lot of stains on my shirt. But I'm back and going to tell you how I will approach with the rest of this fly. I was just preparing the dubbing for the body, and I will continue doing that. So bear with me, and a little bit more, and then we are ready to do the final bits and parts of this fly. It's not a big beauty, as I told you, but it's efficient and it will do the job, I promise you. Of course, there is a big tendency at the moment among the Danish fishermen night fishing with these foam beetle flies, night skater or whatever they call them, and they're pretty cool as well, and they are sure working very nice as well. But I like to tie traditional flies, and this feels more like a fly to me than these foam skaters, but they are pretty cool as well, and I guarantee you, if you use them during a day and you find them successful, it's a lot of fun as well, because you actually see the takeoff, and so that's not a big thing in the night, as you know. You can hear it, but you won't see it unless you have a full moon party. Alright, so basically now I just need to wrap this hackle around my fly. I haven't been putting in any thread to kind of secure the hackle afterwards, because these fly are cheap, easy and fast to make. So basically I will just have a bunch of these, and of course you can always put in the extra thread to secure the hackle if you want to, but as I told you, this is pretty much just for the summer fishing. If it was like an all-season fly, I probably would put in a security net for this hackle, but it's not necessary in my opinion, and it's not that expensive filler materials that I'm using on this one. Okay, so I know that it's probably only Kaspar and Joel that's going to be watching this, so I hope you are having fun with my English. That's how we talk English here on the really Danish side of the country, you know, as Kasper said, the suburbs of Malmö. I live near Copenhagen, of course, if you haven't guessed. So basically this is a perfectly working night fly for Danish sea trout now. So I haven't put on the white shirt, even though I should have. So you can see it's starting to give a lot of silhouette. When this gets wet, it's probably going to lay down a bit more. Then now it's quite fluffy. I have a lot of the marabou materials. So, and as I said, I will probably put on some ice just for the sake of mine, not for the fish. But it looks cool as well. You can get some of these what do you call them, UV eyes. You can get some of these that are fluorescents. I mean, you can get a lot of cool eyes, 3D eyes. hell, you can make your own, but I have some here that I will use. And give me a second and the fly is done. Make sure to tell me if you think that I should be considering doing something else. If you have a great experience with a night fly or a similar fly, or the fly tying videos. Today I didn't bother to put on the microphone, and I will probably regret it later when I hear the sound from this video. But I was in a hurry, sorry guys. And of course the background, so you can actually see the fly while I do this, is a big thing, but hey, I'm still learning. So it's going to be fun to see the result afterwards. I hope you like it. And maybe I should continue doing some of these in English as well, so my Swedish friends can actually understand what I'm saying, because I know, guys, even though you might not want to admit it, you don't understand Danish very well. And what the hell, I don't understand Skånsk either. I do understand people from most part of Sweden though, but Skåne, that's just a mess, sorry guys. Apparently the mixture of Danish and Swedish is really poor and really bad, because I guess that we are almost in family with people from Skåne, most of us, and you are as well. But the language, sorry, I know I'm going to offend maybe one or two of you, but it's so difficult to understand. So please be free to make fun of my Danish, or at least my Dinglish. Yeah. And I know that you have been spammed, all of you guys tying flies out there, but A.jensen has created this pro team, and I'm a lucky guy to be part of it. And I'm not the most, let's say, active guy on the social medias. I don't do a lot of fly tying introductions, but hey, a lot of the other guys are on the A.jensen pro team stuff. So please find us on Facebook. I will be sure to be posting some links in the bottom of this video, and a lot of great fly tyers and fly fishermen are sharing their ways of fly tying, different patterns, different approaches, and at least just kind of their journey with this lovely brand A.jensen. So go and check it out and try out some of the new rods. And I know that at least within not too long there will be arriving some pretty cool new stuff, some new reels, which have been delayed heavily due to Corona, of course, and they will be in store soon, we hope, or at least we think they will be now. Things have started to move again, so check them out. I can definitely recommend both the old Da Vinci reel and the Spook Sea Trout rod. So if you're keen on fly fishing, fast action rod, and a nice bend to it, even if you catch a 40-45 centimeter sea trout, the A.jensen Spook Sea Trout is just a maniac. So you should try that. Oh, you can really see it's a nice color with the blue in this fly as well when I put on the light. And I put on some red eyes, so that should be it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, and here you have my kind of a woolly bugger night fly for sea trout during the summer night. I will be posting a new video soon, and I hope to see you out there on the internet, and feel free to comment, and you can also visit my fly fishing history and tales on FlyTramps.com. And I hope you enjoyed this. See you another time. Bye.